Hello range fans, Mr. Revolver Guy here with dayattherange.com, coming to you with another 10mm reloading video for the 10mm load data room at dayattherange.com. If you visit the 10mm load data room, you will find an extensive spreadsheet with a ton of chronograph data of my own hand loads as well as factory loads. We're going to start with 8.9 grains of longshot. Underneath, some locally cast bullets, 170 grain truncated cone and 175 grain SWC. As you can see, the truncated cone is 0.400 inches in diameter, and the SWC is 0.401 inches in diameter. And I do like my lead bullets to be for 10mm at 0.401, but we'll see how the truncated cone bullets do across the chronograph and on target from 10 yards. I loaded the truncated cone bullets underneath the long shot for an overall length of 1.255 inches and the SWC just a hair longer at 1.258 inches. And the crimp on these bullets, as you can see, is 0.423. I generally like to have my crimp down around 0.422, but I didn't want to deform the lead too much on these, it being the first time that I've used these bullets from a local caster. I wanted to go a little easy on the crimping, and they all fit through my Sheridan gauge, so I knew they would be okay in the 4 different revolvers I would be using today. That's right, folks, 4 different 10mm revolvers that will be utilized in this mini series. Next, we move on to the truncated cone, and you can see there that's at 0.422 inches for a crimp, which is really where I like it. I'm using the Lyman 10mm auto die set. I'm pretty fond of this set. I've had it for quite some time and load 40 Smith & Wesson and 10mm with this die set, with one exception. The exception being I have become very fond of the Hornady custom grade crimp cedar die. For 10mm, this happens to be a taper crimp, and it's so easy to set up. Just really, really easy to set up and does a fantastic job. I like the collet that drops down out of the center that helps with aligning the bullet to the case so you don't get bulge on one side or the other. Hornady has really did a great job with this particular set. I will be loading it on my Lee turret press. So let's get to it. On the range with 10mm semi-auto in revolvers. That's right. Are you surprised? Mr. Revolver Guy with 4 different revolvers to shoot across the chronograph today with the lead reloads that has been reloaded. The 170 grain truncated cone and the 175 grain SWC. Let's check out these revolvers. First up, we're going to go with the 3-inch barrel Smith & Wesson 610. Has a 3-inch barrel, 6 shot, and does require moon clips, but will fire without the moon clips as well. Then we're going to move on to, which most of you have seen before, the Ruger Match Champion GP100. Again, another 6 shot, but this time 4.2-inch barrel. And then we move on to my favorite, the 3rd revolver in the lineup, unfluted cylinder there, Smith & Wesson 610 with 6-inch barrel, single action, double action, 6 shot. Does not require moon clips, will fire 10mm without moon clips, but require moon clips for the 40 Smith & Wesson. All rounds today will be shot with moon clip in these revolvers, except for, that's not required, the Ruger Blackhawk. The Ruger Blackhawk is a 6.5-inch barrel We are going to shoot all 4 of these revolvers across the chronograph with the reloads of longshot and see what the numbers are and add them to the 10mm load data room on dayattherange.com. We'll give you a quick view of the moon clips, have them all loaded, then we're going to head down range. At the barrel end, you have the truncated cone moon clips loaded for each revolver. That's for the GP100. And again for the Smith & Wesson 610. I do notice that the Smith & Wesson moon clips are a tad bit sturdier than the moon clips that came with the Ruger. I'm on the search for additional moon clips for the Ruger that might be a little sturdier. Anybody out there with recommendations, let me know. And there you have the SWC. Again, the SWC and the SWC for the Smith & Wesson 610. I've got to say, this is going to be a fun day. Stay tuned with me. Let's head down range and put these rounds across the chronograph. All right, we're starting off with the Smith & Wesson 610, 3 and I think it's 7/8 inch barrel, close to 4 inches anyways. Just about the Ruger match GP100 that you'll see today will be 4.2 inches, but we're going to start off with the Smith & Wesson 610 with the 170 grain lead truncated cone across the chronograph. Let's see what we can do. All right, 6 shots across chronograph, easy ejection on the 170 grain truncated cone. We're going to go down range and change the chronograph to a new string, and we'll be right back with you. All right, 170 grain lead load from a local producer. Just wanted to test them out today. Let's review the 6 shots. 1256, 1263, 1244, 1268, 1239, high is 1268, low is 1239, the average 1255, extreme spread is 29, pretty good. Standard deviation is 11. Awesome, nice set of group. Nice group on the target. Let's take a look at it. Pretty good group. Smith & Wesson 610, 3 7/8 inch barrel. Nice group. Let's move on to the 175 grain load.